And I'll tell you something. Right now, this coffee is maybe the best pot of coffee I've ever had. I've got started on a great start this morning. I just did 2 powerful videos that I highly recommend you watch. One's entitled, it's about China's president calling President Barack Obama of America and telling him, saying, warning America, hey, be careful how you handle things. The tensions over there in Korea is getting out of control. Okay. How about calling North Korea's little Kim Jong-il and telling him he's out of control? But anyway, watch the video. It's good. And I'm even got people calling me and saying that I look like Michael Moore. I guess because I had the hat on a couple of videos. Anyway, I did a second video today I want you to watch. It's entitled Muslims Killing Muslims in Pakistan. That's right. Because today, 2 suicide bombers in a town called Mohammed, Pakistan. That's not where I'm going on vacation, I'll tell you that. Anyway, these 2 Muslim jihadists blew themselves up, killed 50 of their fellow neighbors, Muslim neighbors, wounded over 100. Blood is everywhere, body parts. And they're doing it because they're trying to, the people were trying to hold a meeting to stop the Taliban. So the Muslim Taliban killed the Muslim neighbors. I don't know if they can blame this on America. I don't know if they can blame this on Obama. I don't know if they can blame this on Bush. Maybe they'll blame it on me. I don't know. Christians, Jews, maybe Israel did it. But this video today, I'm Paul Begley. We're going to talk about my other little dictator, Ahmadinejad. And I'm trying to pronounce his name correctly and more respectfully because I've been chastised for that by some of you. But Ahmadinejad is ready now to talk. So 7 nations have gathered in Geneva for discussions on nuclear weapons. So let's get right to the article. It's an Associated Press article. Quickly, I'll read it with as least amount of satire as possible. Or sarcasm, whichever you want to. From Geneva, Iran and 6 world powers came to the table today for the first time in a year. That's great. They exchanged pleasantries, and they remain far apart, though, on how deeply their talks should tackle the Americans or the Western nations' greatest concerns. It's entitled Iranian Nuclear Activities, which could eventually lead to atomic nuclear weapons. Now, Iran says it does not want atomic arms, but as it builds up its capacity to make such weapons, neither Israel nor the United States have ruled out military action if Iran fails to heed the UN Security Council's demands to freeze key nuclear programs. So the long-term aim for the 6 nations is nudging Iran toward agreeing to stop uranium enrichment. Well, why don't we tell the Russians to quit hauling over there to them? Oh, the Russians are at the table. Let's not offend them. Let's be sure we speak pleasantries, okay? I mean, 50 million people being blown up with the nuclear warheads in some major cities around the world. It's not that big a deal. We can be pleasant as we discuss such atrocities. The long-term aim for the 6 nations is nudging Iran toward agreeing to stop uranium enrichment, which can make both fuel for reactors and fissile core of nuclear arms. Delegates from Iran, the European Union, the United States of America, can you feel the tension in the room there? Russia, Britain or England, France, and Germany all hurried inside this conference center in Geneva, escaping a downpouring of rain, if that doesn't set the mood for you, I don't know. And then the foreign policy chief of the EU, Catherine Ashton, met with these folks. The Sihad Jalali, he was the Iranian's chief negotiator, and they met in the foyer to welcome to open the talks. Okay, as the doors closed to the reporters Monday morning, the 2 had joined other delegates sitting around a light brown oval table with flags of their respective nations hanging on the wall behind them. The 2 sides exchanged pleasantries. I hope they also maybe exchanged pastries. Tea? I don't know. Anyway, as they sat around the oval table, the atmosphere was pleasant, but businesslike. Good. And in official form, one of the delegates said, the official who asked for anonymity, and they don't want to say who they are, and I understand that, because his information was confidential. He told the Associated Press that the first hour was taken up by each of the 6 nations making a brief case for why they thought Iran's nuclear program needed to at least be discussed. Thank you. Iran's semi-official Fars news agency says that the meeting with the reference to slayings last week to the senior Iranian scientist was mentioned. Well, I think it probably should be. Two of their top best nuclear scientists got blowed up last week, and Israel got blamed for it, or America got blamed for it. We don't really know who did it, but obviously it affected Iran. The attack now left another scientist laying there wounded and has burdened the atmosphere of the talks. Oh, okay, so is that the reason for them not to... This is the green light to go ahead with nuclear warheads for Iran. And we can go on and on and on and on. Basically, nothing happened. They're getting started today, shaking hands and trying to be nice. Play nice, guys. And then at some point, hopefully, somebody will look somebody across the table dead in the eye. It's a good thing I'm not there, because I think after the first hour of pleasantries and pastries, I would finally just look directly across the table and just say to Iran, let's just cut the crap and let's get right to business. Here's the deal. If you guys decide to build nuclear weapons and not go along with UN sanctions, America and our ally Israel, and probably some of the other guys sitting in the room here, are going to blow every nuclear plant, facility, military institution, and anything else we get our hands on off the face of the map. If you will go along with peace and refrain from enrichment of uranium, we'll let you participate. We might even drop the sanctions. This could be a win-win for all of us right here. I mean, the doors are closed. It's okay to speak frankly at this point, unless WikiLeaks is hanging around somewhere. You know, I laugh, and that's part of a way of getting rid of some of the tension and the apprehension of the seriousness of the situation. We're talking about rogue nations getting their hands on nuclear weapons. And I always, don't send me this comment, Iran, we've never attacked anybody in 300 years. Yeah, because you haven't got no way to sustain yourself if you did. The reason you haven't attacked anybody is because you would lose. But if you get your hands on some nuclear weapons, you've already got this idiot president who said 7 times on videotape he would like to blow Jerusalem off the face of the map. He would like to annihilate the state of Israel. He would love to usher in the 12th Imam. This guy's a religious zealot. He's a fanatic. He thinks he's divinely been set in his position. So turn that guy loose with the, with the green button and the nuclear warheads. He's the kind of guy, him and Kim Jong-il. I mean, this is scary, people, if you think about it. But it is Bible history. So, I mean Bible prophecy that these things are going to happen. We're going to have wars, rumors of wars, nations against nations, kingdom against kingdoms, Muslims, Jews, Christians, everybody going at each other. Jesus Christ is going to appear. Thank God for that. I'm Paul Begley. If you don't know Jesus as your Savior, I bring these things to your light. These are the actual current events and news stories. But I have some sarcasm because I'm so tired of the same lies and jokes. But at the same time, I also realize the seriousness of men's souls. People are going to die without Christ. Millions are headed to hell. Instead of, if they found the peace and the love of God, they could be headed the other direction to heaven. This is such a simple thing. I'm Paul Begley. At least they're at the table. Okay? At least they're at the table.